Ahoy and welcome back once again to the channel. In today's video, I've got the second watch release from San Martin's sister brand called Jianghun. This is a brand focusing on impeccably well built original design watches. Now, the design of the first watch, it was called the Drum, was called into question by myself and many people. It was, well, very original. And they did release some sort of teaser shots of upcoming watches. And from those shots, it did also look like their upcoming watches were going to be quite divisive in terms of their designs. There is no question, though, that this brand is producing some seriously impressive and well-built, well-finished watches. The designs, however, I think they're going to continue to be quite divisive. And I've now got the second watch release from this brand to show you in this video. It's being launched as a 300-meter diver, but also a GMT dive style watch. It looks like the only differences between the two watches are, well, the movements, NH34 or NH35, and the bezels, of course. The full dive watch version has a diver's bezel, and the GMT version looks to have a GMT 2-24 bezel. They have sent me the diver version of this watch, so housing an NH35. And if you are interested in any of their watches, they are selling them on a .com website. I don't think these are going to be available on AliExpress or anywhere else. Like I said already, this is the second watch that they've released. The Drum is still available, and they've now made this one available. And you are going to pay a little bit more for this watch when compared to, well, even San Martin watches on AliExpress. They seem to be going the extra mile when it comes to quality with these watches. San Martin certainly go the extra mile when it comes to their finishing, but it looks like they're trying to make watches by this particular brand a sort of step up even from San Martin watches, because I can tell you this thing is just unbelievably well finished. It's a bit of a beast as well. It is called Deep Challenger, so you would expect it to be a little bit chunky and sort of hefty, and it is. But for a fairly big, chunky, sort of hefty watch, it also has some very sort of delicate finishing on this watch. The bracelet took my breath away when I first saw it. Individual links, they are all individually finished, a mix of brushing and polishing throughout this watch, and on the bracelet it is just incredible. You may not like the design, but you have to give them credit for producing watches to this sort of level. It's almost a sort of demonstration, an exhibition of what they're capable of. And I think San Martin have done that before. They've produced watches in low numbers which have just been fairly strong in terms of their design, but also the finishing just seems to have been taken to a whole nother level. And I think that is really what this brand is all about. Of course, the specifications are also seriously impressive. Let me run through those. Of course, it's made of 316L stainless steel. The crystal is sapphire crystal, double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating. 300 meters of water resistance, so of course, screw down case back, screw down crown. Solid everything as you would expect. So solid end links, solid links, screw pins, a very nice, hefty, admittedly milled clasp with on-the-fly adjustment, a couple of polished facets running through the center of that outer shell. It very much runs in line with the bracelet, doesn't it? Sort of continues that theme. The loom is strong, applied indexes, beautifully cut hands, a sort of wavy textured dial, some loom on the chapter ring around the outside of the dial, a very nicely framed date window, a beautifully finished bezel, 120 click unidirectional bezel. The action is, yeah, nice. Have a listen. Bezel alignment is perfect. The overall bundle is impressive. The packaging is, I think it's a step up actually from the San Martin packaging. The finishing is not only impressive on the bracelets, you'd expect it to be as impressive, if not better, on the case, and it is. Yeah, the transitions from brushing to polishing, wherever you look, are impressive. It does have a relief bezel insert. I'm not wild about relief bezel inserts. I don't know. I just think they attract a lot of dirt, and I just don't like them. I prefer smooth bezels, but yeah, it seems to be very nicely done. Female end links as well, which I think was a must given the dimensions. Look, it's not a massive watch. It's definitely bigger than average. We are seeing watches, I think, get a little bit smaller as time goes by. We're seeing more and more sort of sub 40mm dive watches coming onto the market, and so this is a sort of step in the opposite direction. It is a little bit bigger than average. It's certainly bigger than the sort of dive watches that I prefer to wear every now and then. Of course, we all like to wear something a bit beefy and a bit chunky, and I think that's what this watch is really all about. It's not really a sort of all-day, everyday watch, is it? I couldn't wear this all day, every day, but it's definitely something I could wear on some occasions. But sadly, like the previous watch, the design is just not for me. Look, I've fed back to them about the design of the drum not being necessarily something that's going to appeal to a huge market. I think they know this. This isn't new information to them. They are aware that these designs are going to be probably more resisted than most designs, most original designs. They're going to appeal to fewer people than they would probably like, but I think we need to respect the fact that they are sticking to their guns when it comes to their design ethos. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Design ethos. They know what they want to make, and they're making it. And they're making it very, very well. And we either like it or we don't. Sadly, on this occasion, I'm not a fan. Guys, let me know in the comments section. I think there will be people out there that like this design, but for me, it just doesn't work. But if you do like it, I've got a discount code for you. So yeah, you'll be able to pick this watch up at a discounted price. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this watch, but also what this brand is doing. I doff my cap to them. I do respect what they're trying to do. I just don't know how long it can continue. Yeah, I think they need to start, I don't know, producing watches that are going to appeal to a few more people to get those sales up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they produce. I'm not going to lie.